like to eat?
Do you like to eat?
Are you a geek?
Are you a geek?
Geek meets eats.
Oh.
It's time to pop, y'all.
Oh. Geek meets eats.
We got Funko Pops up in here, handmade robots over there. We got comic books up in here, cooking up a storm.
I don't know if that played. Hey, everybody. I don't know if that played or not. I'm not really sure because I couldn't see it on my end. So, Foxy, if you're still here, thanks for joining. I'm just waiting for my guests to arrive. It's been a long time since I've been live. It's kind of weird to be live again, and especially on a Tuesday. I've kind of been enjoying life. I really have. And you know, things are starting to pick up for work and everything else. Part of it? Okay, yeah. I got to change it anyway. I want to take the Funko part out. So I got to figure that out. Maybe I'll do that on the plane tomorrow. I'm not really sure. So I had this open in a different tab and was watching another video, and then the intro music played and it scared the hell out of me. Oh yeah, I couldn't see it on my end. All I could see was myself, so I wasn't sure. So yeah, we're just waiting. Mary was in a meeting, so we're waiting for that. Hey, Umpty, long time, brother. How are you? We're waiting for them to get there, to get here. Pop Foxx is loading it onto her PC, and she's never done StreamYard before, and we all know how that goes. So, Handmade by Robots news. I will tell you this. I picked this up the other day. We went shopping with Kinsley, and so you should check your FYEs. They're having, at least mine was having a sale, and some of the Handmade by Robots were marked down to, I think, like $8.39. So I'm not cheating on Fox. Ooh, they both just popped in at the same time. Hang on one second. Hey, girlfriend.
Who are you not cheating on? That's what I want to know.
Foxx Crown. And so he said he was just here to confront my new Fox. And I said, no, completely different Fox. She's a female. He's like my brother. So I was just explaining, FYE actually has a bunch of your stuff on sale. And this is one I didn't have. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, do I have it? Don't I have it? Do I have it? Don't I have it? And so I went to Hobby DB and checked. And I'm like, I don't have it. So I picked it up. And because I have the FYE membership. Hi, Allie.
Hello.
There's your face. I just told her. I'm like, I miss your face. So because I had that, this ended up only being like $10.50. So it was, and then they had some of the Disney ones and stuff they had on sale for as low as $8.39. And I know the Disney ones are going away, so just telling everybody, if you guys have a chance to go pick them up, go pick them up.
I know they FYE just got another order shipped out recently, so but I don't know what's on it. So
there she is.
Marisol.
Hi.
Hi.
I have never used this laptop before, and I had like my privacy camera on, and I was like, "Why can't
Allison's back to say hi.
Hi.
And she's
guys.
Yeah, and she's gone. In and out. So yeah, I'm so glad that you guys could both make it. So Foxy, here's your female counterpart. So Foxx Crown is like my little brother. He lives in New York City and Brooklyn area actually. So I was contacting him yesterday because I saw something come through that some car accident had happened and a car had hit in the sidewalks of Brooklyn, and I'm like, please tell me you're okay. And he's like, calm down. It's like 20 minutes away. I'm fine. But Mary, I know you guys have been crazy busy. First and foremost, how's it feel to be movie stars?
What's that?
How's it feel to be a movie star?
Oh yeah, I'm such a movie star, and but I'm going to tell you a little secret that nobody knows. And Pop Foxx, Marisol, please tell me if it's okay to talk about what in a week and a half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm out. Can you guys hear me?
Hear you. You're just.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, there you're back. You're back.
Okay, everyone's breaking up. I'm going to leave and come back in. Here I go.
Okay. It happens. A week and a half. Ooh, something's happening in a week and a half.
Very excited.
Wow. Somebody else talk.
Okay.
There you
So-
go. Are you back now? We can see. Well, now you froze up again. Huh.
I screwed everything up by being
Yeah.
the third person in here.
You're here, but you're pixelated. Oh, no, she went out. She'll come back. So why I invited you is because I've gotten to know you recently. And obviously you can see my conundrum of HMBRs here.
I love it. I love the smorgasbord of stuff going on back there. It's amazing.
It's a little out of control. So once I entered everything in HobbyDB, I realized that I have like almost 200.
Oh my gosh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Mary.
I'm back.
Yes, you're back and clear.
Oh, good. So we are doing the MegaCon show in Orlando.
Nice.
And we have recruited a local talent, a high visibility talent, to help us at the show on Saturday and Sunday. And that would be Marisol. So Marisol is going to be there Saturday and Sunday, help out in the booth. She's going to go around and see what's new out there, and just kind of be a little Handmade by Robots robot.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Little worker bop.
Yeah. So anytime we have those shows, this was easier because some shows won't allow us to get badges for people unless they actually have a email address from our company, but this one did not. So I was able to get Marisol in there. But yeah, we've never done the MegaCon shows, or the owner of those shows is Fan Expo, and they do quite a bit of, I think their claim to fame at the shows is all the celebrities that they get. It's amazing. I mean, they have the entire Back to the Future cast there. Mm-hmm. I went down and met them at the Portland show. And I met William Shatner there, and he signed another figure for me, or actually for my friend Renee, and then met a bunch of people backstage and stuff. So yeah, we're actually working with them doing some custom figures for next year. So we're doing some custom Back to the Future figures since those folks are at all the shows. So I'm really excited about those. So we're doing a lot of work with them, and I thought, well, let's just see what this MegaCon's all about. And I'll call Marisol. So she'll help.
Thank you so much. I am so excited. I've been nerding out quietly over here for like 2 weeks.
Good.
I'm trying to convince her to come to Detroit so that we can hang out. But I'm not guaranteeing that Mary will be show ready the next day after we hang out, but we'll give it the old college try.
So we do have some exciting new stuff happening. I think you guys have probably seen some of our sports figures, or like the Mets has us front and center on their sports giveaway announcements. It's shows some of the other stuff, but one of our figures is front and center. So we have a lot of those coming up, and I thought I could show those if you guys want to see them up close and personal.
I do. Actually, I looked you up to see, because once I saw the Mr. Met, I was like, okay, who else is doing it? So I found 3 sites that have you guys listed as giveaways this year. And I know there's actually 2 Mets ones, I think.
There's 2 Mets ones. There's a Mr. and Mrs. Met. Let me see. So this is Mrs. Met. And
oh my gosh.
So cute.
She's got adorable eyelashes that are all hand painted by hand. And then she's got little boobies. She's got some little boobage.
Well, of course, you have to.
And then she just looks great. The reaction to the Mets for the media, they're really excited. So you're going to see more and more sports figures out there from us, you guys, for sure. You probably saw the Washington Nationals one. They did one last year.
Yeah. So I have him here.
And then
he's so cute. I don't know why I slept on getting that one, but he's adorable.
This is Teddy Roosevelt.
That's what Teddy means. Okay, yeah.
It looks so good.
So good.
So he's pretty fun. I have him out of the box somewhere. And then we have a Slugger Kansas City Royals mascot.
Yeah.
And we have a couple that haven't landed and have been professionally photographed yet either. So we can't talk about those. I do know that the Kraken, the NHL hockey team here, they did their dog, Davey. And now they're doing.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Like, I can't even deal with it.
Yeah. And then we're doing their new mascot, Bowie, as well. And I think there's probably 20 more concepted and, at least 10 more ordered that I can't talk about.
Oh
But
my
not
gosh.
So
Not
this one was easier to get than the Nationals one. The Nationals one, they were giving them away to kids at the ballpark. So finding one like this box is not in any way, shape, or form perfect. But I got one in box, and I paid $50. So like that's one of the things I want to work on HobbyDB is they only have him like valued about $19, and I'm like, no way. I mean, everybody was selling them for between $35 and $75 when what was left.
So HobbyDB, let's talk about that for a little bit. So we all know Pop Price Guide, which is run by HobbyDB. So Christian, the owner of HobbyDB, reached out to me probably 4 or 5 months ago. He says, hey, I'm starting to see a lot of your figures out there, and people are asking, what can we do to help? And they said, we'll build your database. You just fine tune it, or find, hardcore fans of yours that can help. So Dale, Kentucky, what is he now? Kentucky Collectibles?
Kentucky Collections.
Kentucky Collections. He's a moderator for them for ours page. And then, we're trying to make sure everything's in there right and all that good stuff. But once that's all settled in the next couple of weeks, we have our robot figure, our micro robot, painted in the HobbyDB colors.
So like this guy, but not
there's only 12 of them. And so we're running a contest for people if they have their HobbyDB pages in order and they look good and they're well done, the top 12 people will get that figure, and we'll never do it again. So it'll be a 12-piece run on that little guy. It's in one of its standard boxes, but it's pretty cute.
Okay, so putting my money aside now to pay whoever that person is that wins for that robot. Not gonna lie, I've got my DB page. Pretty tight.
Okay, good to know.
Dale's been keeping on top of it.
Okay.
I needed that silver ghost face, and he was like, hey, I just put it in for $45. I was like, you couldn't do me a favor? Not even put it in for $45?
Yeah, and
no, he's really on top of it though.
I did like that they're like differences between, so I saw that both, I think it was 7, 8, and 9 have the old big box and then also the newer box. So like there was Ghostface and there's Ghostface, but this is the older box, the like bigger boxes. I did notice that they had those on there, which was nice. So I could put in that I had both of them.
Yep.
They've done a really good job of updating it, and I think right now it's the algorithm picking up the sales of them.
Yeah,
it looks great. Like for somebody who uses it for everything else, it's so nice to be able to have it as something for Handmade by Robots, and it looks really good.
It's like our little stock.
Who am I feeling what you're feeling right now, or is it just a mammal? It's just a mammal mix-up.
I have no idea what you're talking about, so we'll leave it at that.
Foxx had put on there because he's, she's Pop Foxx and he's Foxx Crown, so he's trying to do a Foxx matchup.
Oh,
yeah,
I love it.
So is it mostly the MLB teams, and especially after what happened with the Nationals, that have really gotten on board with you guys, and obviously the Kraken is BDA. So
it's one of our parent company owners is a minority owner of the Kraken, so that didn't hurt. We have a lot of hockey concepted. I know. I think about you all the time, Mama J, on that. We've got some NFL done, mostly baseball and hockey right now. And no NBA. I have not one NBA concept, but there's this thing called Think Tank BDA does every year. And they just emailed me today, like, hey, can you give us a recap on everything we've concepted and sold? Because we want to put it at the front of our big presentation. So they bring in all the marketing people from all the sports teams. They do the MLB and then NFL, and then they all get together and review like products and Rangers. New York Rangers or Texas Rangers? You're going to have to clarify.
New York.
New York. So they, these marketing folks come in and they review concepts and, what's I was at a meeting at Hot Topic last week, and we gifted somebody at Hot Topic, somebody very high up at Hot Topic, a Mr. Met. And he sat there and turned it over in his hands. He's like, this is so cool. This is the next bobblehead. I was like, yes. We'll see. But reactions from the teams have been great. So hopefully we'll see more and more and more.
And I know
Well-
that the sorters was like the big thing with Hot Topic and some of those stores. So I mean, I know when I've gone into Hot Topics, and I've mentioned you guys when I've gone in there, they're on board. And there was one girl who actually had about 10 or 15 of them that she was buying from FYE, and she's like, I prefer to buy them from the company I work for.
How long ago was that?
Pardon me?
How long ago was that?
Oh, only about I don't know, within the last 2 months.
Okay, so I guarantee you she's got a ton on her floor because we're in every store now. And we just putting out another big order, 2 other pretty good size orders by the end of the month. So within the next 4 or 5 weeks, you'll see a lot more at Hot Topic.
Yes.
That's
They've
awesome.
They've been a great supporter. So
No, I mean, it's great. And, I wanted to thank you. I'm not going to go into our whole conversation that we had, but I did want to thank you for kind of enlightening me on this whole thing, because it has been getting a lot of bad press lately. And I'm going to tell you in front of everybody else here the same thing that I said to you. I do appreciate that you with Handmade by Robots, and I know it may not always be this way, but you guys have not lost touch with people. You're still a social presence where that these ideas and questions and things are getting back to you guys that are on the team. And the other thing is that I like is that this company has never ever treated anybody who's one of your customers like one is better than the other. You have always treated everybody the same. It's not, this person has 10,000 subs on YouTube, so they're going to get 1,700, pieces to show off.
right.
That's one thing that I've really. Oh, here, your boyfriend's here now.
Oh, there he is.
You missed it, Bob. She was talking about some Back to the Future customs that are coming out. But that's Mary. That's the one thing that I can say. That's the biggest difference is, even though you guys have grown exponentially over the past 16 months or so that I've known you guys have still kept the company at a level where it still feels like a collectibles company. You're not turning into a huge toy company and lost touch with everybody. And I wanted to thank you publicly for that, because that is why I'm a loyal fan.
That is a big part of what, our going forward strategy is. And, I think we've been able to do a lot of things right intuitively, just because that's my mindset. But as we continue to grow, I got to make sure that that's, beat into the head of everyone that works there. This is how we're going to do things. And I have Godzilla Handmade Robots coming. Thank you very much. And so we really are trying to stick true to that message. And because it's true. It's true. It's 100% true. So why wouldn't we keep doing that? Now, because now the online store, we are going to transition to another location, and somebody else is going to run it for us. But they're a collectibles company. They ship collectibles and they're good at it. And because the way we're doing it now is in my living room / pool room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want your house back, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. I kind of want my house back.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do that because we just can't keep up. And you say that we treat everybody the same. You would be surprised at the amount of shitty emails I get regarding so-and-so, just it's amazing. I appreciate the passion of the collectors, but I also am like, really? So
Yeah, and I mean, that's one thing that, eventually, with as much as you guys have grown, you're not going to be able to see every single one of those that comes in. And we all know that. And I'm not saying that, a year from now,
I'm going to be so depressed when I don't get a thank you note from Mary. What do you mean?
I'll just send you notes. I'll just write you notes.
Except I can tell when it's her writing and when it's Shar.
Yeah. Well, Shar usually writes you a little note from her, but so yeah, and I think Shar's retired. I made her come out of retirement to ship 2 days a week, so I'm sure she wants to ride her horse more. And
I'm sure.
Like to get you people, that's funny. But don't worry, we'll always be. I want it to be. You can always email, and I'll say my email address is right on the website, leabrobot@hmbr.fans. Email me anytime.
And can I just say, like, to piggyback off of what you're saying, is that, like, it's part of the reason why I've been such an obsessive HMBR fan is because like I literally ordered like my first set, right? And I did like my first live ever on Instagram. I had no idea what I was doing. And I was like, I just want to do like an unboxing, but I don't know what I'm doing. It was like 4 PM or something silly. And I'm just like unboxing these little micros that I got. And then here comes like Mary, like in a live later that night, like shouting me out saying like, thank you so much. I saw your unboxing. And I remember I was just so floored. I was like, somebody saw my little thing that I did. And like companies don't need to do that, you know?
I
So
look at all that stuff. I look at all, you know, and we have Patrick for social media, which is great, but I still try to look at all the DMs, and he refers anybody to me that needs to be, you know, that they need a more thorough answer than he can give. So no, trust me, I'm right there. We're just trying to, I just don't want to disappoint anyone either, you know, like not getting back to them or doing the wrong thing.
of course.
You know,
But it
all
was
that.
just so above and beyond that it just always stuck with me. And I've been like such a fan ever since. Like,
Well, and I've told Brandy this. I was shocked she wanted me on the show. I'm like, really? Okay, sure, I'll come on. Yeah.
There's me doing like the happy dance. Like they said yes. Oh, they're coming on my show. They're coming on my show. And it was so much. That night was so much fun, and we had so many questions. But I was also awestruck that night because I was like, this is a company I can go out and purchase in a store, and they're sitting in my house talking to me right now, basically.
yeah.
And it's been an amazing ride, but there's, you know, everybody's been so cool. And I will say, Mary, I don't know where Patrick came from, but he's awesome.
He was over at the Mariners, Seattle Mariners, and he actually won a regional Emmy. So he knows what he's doing. So he's like got the reels dialed in. He's getting dialed in on the whole pop culture thing. He's starting to realize how passionate all you crazy people are that I love so much. I need to speak to Big Mama J. You know my email. So yeah, it's been really nice having him, and but we kind of have that that core set of values we want to move forward with and not ever waver from, you know. So
Yeah, no, I think he's doing a great job. The videos and stuff that he's put together for the website are just like amazing.
yeah, good.
Where they need to be.
Yeah. No, he's a good kid, and he is. And yeah, I feel so old sometimes. Like, these kids are. He was in my office today. I'm like, God, you're young.
So let's get back to Ghostface. So they didn't tell you guys right away that they were going to put the figures in the movie. Is that my understanding?
We had no idea. They just wanted some samples for the cast and the, you know, so we sent, it really wasn't Ghostface we focused on. It was all horror, just any horror figures. So that's, you know, we didn't know. We really didn't know what was going to happen. So
if you haven't seen it or you're living under a rock, you can go on to Handmade by Robots Instagram page and you can see the screenshots of the Handmade by Robots figures in the bedroom scene of Scream 6. So I was so happy.
I saw it and I went to go see the movie by myself, right? Like a total nerd, like matinee showing. I got like this big seat that was like called a D-box or something. You could like feel everything. I don't know, but I treated myself because I don't get to go to the movies, right? I have 3 little young kids. My husband was like, go and scream it up and whatever. So I have my Ghostface figure with me, guys, like at the movie theater. Sitting next to me in the seat, and like the scene comes on with all the figures, and I'm like, like such a nerd, just like geeking out in the theater, and all these people are looking at me. I'm like, oh, calm down, okay.
It was really hard to see in this scene with James early on, you know, with the Ghostface guy that, you know, whatever. But the one where the therapist was talking to Tara, I think that it was so obvious. I'm like, there they are. There
were so many. I was like, this is awesome. It was so great. I geeked out so hard.
They need an MTV Movie Award for Best Cameo by a non-speaking actor.
Oh boy, yeah. So it's that was exciting, and it was crazy. You know, I had kind of forgotten about it, honestly, because we sent those samples last June, and then all of a sudden there they are, and we didn't really know. Yeah, we really didn't know what was going to happen. And then starting in the UK the day before is when I started getting some DMs like, hey, did you know your figures are in the movie? I'm like, oh, yeah, they made it in.
Oh, and then it's awesome because people will see that. I mean, they'll see the stuff in the background. And I don't know if the orders of Ghostface and everything have ticked up. Marisol, I've told her all along, I have had nothing horror in my collection until them. And now I have all of them. Well, I got to get some of the Killer Clowns and Jack. But other than that, I have every single one of the Ghostface in every single color.
Have you watched all these horror movies, Brandy?
When we say watched, can we just clarify that most of the time it's like this?
That's fine.
But yes, I have. I have seen all the Scream movies. I've seen Annabelle. So the Danny one that I got signed.
Yeah.
I've seen that as well. You know, the original movie. I haven't seen Doctor Sleep yet though, but I did see The Shining.
That is a dark movie, and it's really good. But there's a couple scenes I'm like, okay.
It's really dark.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
But it's great. It's great.
But it is good. Yeah.
Why don't you have a wrench, Fox? You had a wrench.
What's a wrench?
So on YouTube, people with wrenches are they kind of watch all of your comments. So sometimes you get trolls and things like that, and then or people will swear or weird things will happen. And those people with wrenches can put those people in timeout or kick them out of the chat, so you don't have to worry about that. Or like if I want to say put in hashtag XYZ and then you can win a prize or something, then all of my moderators can go in and put that hashtag in the chat as well, and it'll show up. So
I know nothing about like YouTube or YouTube Lives or whatever, so this has all been like an education for me.
I really didn't either until right before COVID. And so Foxx, how I know Foxx is Foxx and I actually started a show. So I've been talking to Foxx in the background, and I want to do a reunion episode with us in the format of the original Night Owls. So what Foxx and I would do is we would have a guest on. The guest would choose what character Foxx would dress up as.
Oh my gosh.
And we would do an interview. So he's gone as far as shaving his chest with the cross like He-Man. He dressed like Dr. Frankenfurter. Foxy. What else have you done? I'm trying to think of like what the best ones were. He did a wrestler once. He's worn. And the funny part is he'll put like a bra on for like Dr. Frankenfurter, and then he takes it back to Target the next day and returns it. Yeah, so but the show did very, very well. It was a lot to do though, working full time, and then we were going live 3 nights a week. Oh, so it was a lot. I mean, I haven't gone live. This is the first time I've been live in a couple of weeks now. 1730, but you didn't really dress like 1730 Leia. I just put your head on top of a Princess Leia in her little bikini outfit. He's just, it's a lot of fun with him. You never know what you're going to get out of his mouth and everything else. He wouldn't come on to 38 likes, so people would get it there just to see what he was going to do next. And we also interviewed someone, just to learn more about them at the same time. So it was a great format. Let's do Mr. and Mrs. Met HMBR, but that means I got to show my boobs. Oh, he's gonna do Mrs.
Oh, okay. He's gotta have eyelashes. He's gotta have nice eyelashes.
Oh, and he'll put the makeup on. The guy's gotten like Crayola paint and put that on his face because he couldn't find face paint. I mean, like he goes all out. All out.
I love it.
Yeah, he's
so we've got a lot of new licenses coming. I'm trying to think ones I can talk about.
Talk about all of it. Regret it later, Mary. Let's go.
Oh. Let me think. What's not going to get me in trouble? Okay, I got one. Sanrio. We're definitely going to sign Sanrio.
Wait, a little Hello Kitty handmade by robots? Are you kidding me?
There's a lot of other brands in there that do really great too.
No, of course, but like
this is really for Hot Topic. We're signing it for Hot Topic.
Okay.
They'll have a lot. And finally got some anime coming. Our NBC Universal deal is almost done. Painfully, but good. But that's all your, Michael Myers and Chucky and Universal Monsters.
If you had $1 for every time somebody asked you that, if I had $1 for every time somebody asked me about it, like they're like, can you ask Mary about Chucky and whatever? I'm like, I'm sure she's already heard, dude.
Chucky we have designed. The problem with Chucky we're having is he is so many colors and has so many like scars and this and that. I mean, I got my initial pricing back from the factory. I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna have to either put him at $30 or redesign him a little bit. He was like 83. I think it was 83 spray mask locations. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna engineer this bad boy, so we're gonna have to figure out. But I'm trying to figure out how to do it that'll make sense, because he does have so many colors in his outfit, and and on the bottom of his shoes and all that. So I'm very we're gonna make it happen, but I just want to make it. I want to make the figure good, but I also don't want to leave out a bunch of detail.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
I can probably show you something new. Let me find something new.
Yeah, so Universal, I'm just thinking like Jaws. That's where the Back to the Future ones come in, and I've been on her since the day I met her about the Back to the Future, and so a few shows ago she did.
I hear Universal, and my mind goes so many places. It's insane.
I mean, you got Jurassic Park, and what Universal's also ET, isn't it?
Yep. Well, I can tell you what is in my NBC Universal contract, property-wise, if you want to know.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And you didn't hear it from me, but you did. Let's see.
Hold on.
Caitlin says you should do Dolly Parton. If you can do Elvira's boobs, you can do hers.
Elvira's got some boobage for sure. Back to the Future.
Yes.
Battlestar Galactica.
Oh.
Not that I'm going to do those right out of the gate, right? Big Lebowski, another one I might not do out of the gate. Chucky franchise.
Wait, what? Big Lebowski?
Yes, but I don't have anybody biting on those yet. So I have to get a retailer interested, and I can't just make whatever I want to make, unfortunately.
All right.
Back to the Future, Galactica, The Big Lebowski, Chucky, E.T., Fast and Furious. I have no idea why I have that one. They just threw it in. Halloween 2, Halloween 3. So I've got Michael Myers from Halloween 2. I also have the Season of the Witch stuff. Jaws, Jurassic Park, Knight Rider. Now, who doesn't want a Michael Knight?
Are you kidding me? Yes!
The Office, my personal favorite, The $6 Million Man, and Universal Monsters.
I'm sorry.
So Transformers is Hasbro. And I wish I had Rocky Horror, man. King Bob, I don't know where that lives. I think that might be over at Foxx, which is Disney, which I am boycotting right now. But I think we have talked to Hasbro. That's about as far. I want a kit car too. I know. Maybe we can do that instead of Alice Cooper for you. But yeah, I want to do a kit car. I think that'd be really fun.
The kit car would be amazing. I mean, that's where my mind went when you said that.
Let's see. What can I show?
I don't even need David Hasselhoff. Give me
it probably won't happen, but like the Office for me is like.
Let me see what else I have in here.
If you do a limited run, I'll just buy the run.
If I get kit, I'm gonna get one of those little LED lights and put it on the inside so it runs back and forth.
Yes.
Mama J goes, no, not Trade Dallas. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to find something else.
With the red
dark red detail. Yes.
Yep.
Let me see what I can show you and not get in trouble. Hold on.
Hallie would just need to make me a custom Alice Cooper one. I'm working on a custom one right now. I can't say anything more though.
You're working on a custom what?
I'll show you two after we go. I can't show you in here.
Okay. All right. Show me.
Because for fear that the person it's going to would see it.
Okay. Okay.
So it's not approved. We don't have a licensing deal. This is just a sketch. Like I said, unapproved. Nothing. But I'll show you what Hello Kitty looks like as a. And I'm going to show. So please don't pretend you're all on an NDA.
Okay.
Okay.
No screenshots. No talking about this after you leave this show. I'll close my eyes.
Oh my God! She's amazing. I don't even like Hello Kitty. I'll buy this Hello Kitty.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'll get all of these Hello Kitties.
All right, I stopped sharing. I'm nervous. I stopped sharing. I'm sure I know Marisol's seen this. You guys, some of you said, but you want to see the stupid cute stuff I knit the other night?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a baked potato. It has chives and butter on it.
Oh, look how little it is. It's so
freaking cute.
Yeah,
I
burger.
love it.
It's about the
I
same
love
size
it.
as
I
my
would eat
burger.
that baked
The
potato.
burger. Yep. And then I did a little baby zombie. He's got some brains leaking out the top there. Oops.
Oh, he's cute. I like him.
I like these little knits because they're fast. And then for a gal at work who has a cat, you know, cats like to sit in boxes. I made her a little cat in a cardboard box.
Oh,
That's adorable.
look, a little tail and everything.
I know. Look at it.
But this baked potato slayed me.
No,
That
the
is
baked
adorable.
potato's amazing. The baked
The
potato
butter
is it
and
for
the
me.
chives. And
I would collect a whole baked potato line.
bacon bits. Yeah, I love it.
Bits,
Sweet.
chives,
Broccoli.
everything. I would do the whole line.
I love it. I love it. Love it. The only other thing new that is coming in soon that I have a sample of is the micro mystery machine.
Stop it right now.
How cute is that?
How freaking adorable is this?
This is a sample that the paint's not great on, but we're getting the paint fixed. So
Oh
this
my God. I mean,
this
my
is-
micro family needs that. I mean, they're
Right?
like,
I know.
living for this.
So yeah, that's only the one that's coming in right away. We really got a ton in right before Chinese New Year, and then we run a little manufacturing flip over, and then this is the machine.
That's
now.
true. It looks so freaking good. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. You know, like one of the themes on my page is like people are always asking for this mystery machine with the micros because they like that they put the micros like on top of it.
And the crazy thing is the detail's just as good on that micro as it is on the
It looks really close. No, we had to fix some things, but like the paint on the wheels and the paint on the logo, but otherwise pretty darn good. And when you see how these things are made, it's shocking that they look this good. Shocking.
Unbelievable.
Eric's
No, it's
doing
awesome.
homework. He says the Universal has The Simpsons too.
I don't know if they do, or I might have had to sign a different deal for that, and we weren't going to do that.
Oh my God, who found the mystery eggs at their Walmart? Because my Walmart never has these mystery eggs, and I need Bo Peep so bad.
They're in the F Company section is where I found them, and mine, every single one's been on the bottom shelf.
All right, so I'm gonna have to look again. I've been looking at my Walmart like crazy. I need the Bo Peep one, just because it's very dear to me, and I cannot find them.
Well, like Mary's been warning us, the Disney license is going away as of May. So
I know. Well, I know everybody and their mother is like, "Have you bought every Handmade by Robots Disney figure yet?" I'm like, "No." So that'll be my next big order is all of the Disney ones.
Did you see that new one we just launched as an exclusive with a store?
Yes, with Grotto Treasures. I just got it.
Yeah, Chernabog. Got it.
Yeah.
So she reminded me of it because I was like, what did I have to do at 12 noon today? And she was like, by the way, the Grotto Treasures went live. I'm like, yes, I got it. Yes.
Yeah. So if you guys go to back to the eggs though, those mystery boxes, those all the ones I've opened have been Disney. I think they are a majority Disney, if I'm correct.
I think they're all Disney.
Yeah. So I would grab those while you can, because even though I have 4-packs up there of some of them, I didn't have all of them. So
all right, listen, if you get another Bo Peep, I'll buy her from you.
I'll send it to you. It doesn't matter.
I don't know if you're collecting them. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I had her, and then I hit 2, and I bought from different parts of the box and ended up opening 2 Bo Peeps at the same time. So my nieces both have them now.
Okay, all right. Whatever, we'll talk.
Okay, so this thing, they're in the Easter section now. That's out.
Okay.
That's where they were supposed to be, but up here in my part of Michigan. So Trent's also in Michigan, but in my part of Michigan, they've been out for probably over a month now in the collectibles section, but they were on the bottom shelf. So I found them, and then I was like,
I just haven't been able to find them, but I'm gonna look again tomorrow. I've been looking a few times.
Oh, I got her. What's her name?
I can't tell.
Not Woody, the female version of Woody.
Jesse.
Jesse.
Jessie.
Yep, I got Jesse.
Gonna need that too.
Is Eeyore in the eggs? I have not seen Eeyore in the eggs.
I think so.
Also,
Is there
big.
Eeyore in the eggs?
There
'Cause I
might
know
be.
there's Winnie the Pooh.
There's an Eeyore in the Winnie the Pooh 4-pack, but I just don't know
Okay.
if we have it in there or not.
Okay.
The other thing is Big Bad Toy Store also has some of the 4-packs that were on sale as well. Not the Disney ones, but there were other ones that were on sale. So if you guys want to get any of the 4-packs, I mean, they had some that were super cheap. I almost was going to just buy out FYE the other day, and then I want to do. I love doing the custom ones. They're kind of fun.
FYE. So okay, so you guys, so you're the second person to tell me FYE was on sale. So whatever. I don't know why stuff doesn't go on sale by me. It's like they just hate me and they know I'm coming and they're like, mark everything back up. Here comes Marisol. So yeah, somebody was like, go and buy the Handmade by Robots. They're like 2 for 1 or whatever at Handmade by FYE. Yeah, my FYE was like, this is what we have, bitch, and it's full price, and this is where you get.
Wow.
Well,
I walked in. By me.
I walked into this one and I don't think the girl must not have remembered me, right? So I walked in and so I'm looking around and I saw they only had one of the orange ghost face left. That was it.
The fact that they even had one is astonishing.
It is. They had a Cruella that had been kind of damaged. They had an Ursula. They had a couple of Carries. They had a couple of other like mixed. They had Oogie Boogie, the FY exclusive. Oogie Boogie. And so I walked up with, and I'm like, why are these 2 different prices? Because I was like, do I want to get both of them? And then I realized that I did have the one. And she said, well, they're all different product. Because it's a different license, they're all different. And she goes, so they're all different. And I'm like, well, I know they're all different. I said, but they're all handmade by robots. All the Funko Pops that you have are all buy one, get one free right now. Yeah. So why does it matter on the license on those? She goes, well, I don't know. She goes, I don't know. I don't get these things. I don't think they're going to take off. I go, oh, you don't? And she goes, well, we had them in for a while and you know, like they were sitting on the shelves and then all of a sudden they started flying off the shelves. I go, so you don't think they're going to make it? And she goes, no, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. And I said, I'll have to bring that up to the president of the company. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, well, she's on my show on Tuesday. And she goes, oh. And that's the second time that I've been in one that it's happened. And it was it was so funny.
One of the things I talked to Hot Topic about was how do we educate the on the floor people about our brand, right? Yeah. So they said that they can do this thing where they have we'll have a like a little poster in the back and it talks about the brand, just like some key things that they probably will never remember, you know, just because I think it's really important because people those are young kids and they don't know anything about it.
It is very important because like I went to GameStop a few weeks ago and I found some things on sale and I was buying it and the girl was like, oh, these are really cute. Sometimes we have the bigger size of this, right? Like I was buying the micro and I was like, yeah, they're called, and I'm literally telling her, I'm like, they're called Handmade by Robots and they're meant to look like this. She's like, what now? I was like, they're called Handmade by Robots. They make a bunch of figures like this. Sometimes they're bigger. Sometimes they're smaller. And she's like, oh, okay. You know, and it wasn't her fault, right? Like it's the company's fault for not educating that. Right? So I have a retail background. For me, it's very much like in my reaction to like start educating somebody on it, right? And telling them what they're selling. So anyway, this doesn't surprise me. There's a real big lack of education, I think, at these companies where they sell these collectibles, right? And there's a lot to keep up with. I get that. But yeah, there needs to be like a one-pager in the back room that's like, hey, that's
what we're going to do just for education purposes, you know, because it is a new line. Yeah. I think Eric just asked about the Devil Ghost Face. So the Devil Ghost Face is in our main warehouse. It's been shipped to some retailers. We did a bunch of pre-orders. My two pallets came and they were water damaged, almost all of them. So I'm getting new pallets in and I'm fighting with the freight company to give me a us a refund on those because they ruined, I don't know, 500 figures.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I'm
So I've been a little slow on shipping out my pre-orders for Devil Face, so I apologize.
I ordered finally got my Princess Bride set. And
Okay.
I swear it doesn't do it justice until you get Fezzik in your hands and realize how much bigger he is.
Huge. He's
He's
huge.
so big. He's so big.
I know, it's silly.
So big.
He's enormous. Yeah. I love him. That's what I do with the Marisol. He's so damn cute. I love him so much.
He's so cute. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
And a lot of you know we made that exactly 7.4 inches tall to
Yeah.
correlate to his height that he used to say how tall he was in the wrestling stuff, even though he's like 6'9" or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. When I first saw it, I was just like in awe. I was like, oh my gosh.
The other thing is amazing is because how you did his lips, you can tell it's Andre the Giant. You can definitely tell that. And
Yeah.
then I love on Inigo that you put the scars on his cheeks too.
And his one curly chest hair, I think is
curly
hilarious.
chest hair.
Yes. He's so cute.
I mean, that is really why I fell in love with Handmade by Robots, is because you can tell who the character is when you look at it. You can tell it's Morticia. You can tell it's Cruella. You can tell it's Sloth from the Goonies. You can tell it's Mama Fratelli. The way that you guys have designed them so that they're not all cookie cutter is why they're great.
Yeah. And it's like you said, all those little indentations and those lines we put in that aren't even, they're just the color of the face, but they just make that little bit of extra, like, oh, I recognize the character even more so now. Or like Mama Fratelli, I think she's got some nice bags under her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just adding all those details are great. And I got to give all the credit to the artists on that. So thank you,
The
Justin.
Creeper from Scooby-Doo. I mean,
Oh my God.
you can
Love him. Derek. Yeah.
all of them. I still have to get the Knight
Eric.
because I've been obsessed with that electroplated Knight, so I still have to get him.
That is amazing. Oh my God. That one is amazing. Wait, my Vanna White's going to show you. Hold, please. I saw that she loved that one too. Yes.
Yeah.
The shine was sick.
Marisol, you have to go back to when it was like, what, 2 shows ago, I think, that you were on with me, where she actually showed us the factory and how they were painting them and doing the whole process. It is so cool.
Oh my god, I
Yeah, so
love
they
it.
paint the figure, they painted the plume and the guards on the knight's mask, and then they masking tape them off in this incredibly detailed process, and then send it through that thing where it paints the electroplate.
That's so awesome. I can't believe how shiny it is. I mean, he's just so like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that thing's got bling. That is
Yeah,
bling.
and it's blinged out. Like you look at it and it in the light and it's wow.
Our second bling figure is that gold chrome ghost face, the face, and it's Hot Topic is gonna have an exclusive on it for 90 days, and we just shipped it to them, so they should have that door pretty quick.
I shall be at my Hot Topic on
So
this
we
day.
even did gold foil on the box on that one, but make sure you turn and look at our robot on the side where his little story is. I gave him 1 gold tooth to go with
You
the.
did? I love it.
Where's my
I
dog?
cannot wait to check it out.
Where's my dogs at? Say hi.
Oh, hi. Allison's on the front deck because it's nice, and she's out there crocheting, and my dogs are out there entertaining her.
Oh, okay.
Daphne and Fred it'll be Q4 by the time I get them, but they're coming. The
Yeah,
tooling
Like
done.
full size and micro or just
Full size for sure. We haven't even started on the micros,
okay.
but yeah.
my micro game
My
is-
micro set is like
I love the micros. They're my favorites. And I think that's, I just love making tiny, come on, who doesn't love this tiny little zombie? I mean, who
yeah, like it's just so beautiful.
But I like the charms too. So I have at Christmas time, I bought myself an extra little tree in here. And so I put the charms all over it. So that's what I decorated. So I had little ghost face, and I got to get the Harry Potter set, but I also had the Scooby-Doo set on there, and then the robot. So I love them.
My Christmas tree was charms and Archie McPhee glass ornaments, like a pickle and a Bigfoot and all sorts of crazy stuff. I loved it. It was
I
very
love
cute.
that.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on the inflatables though. I still at some point in my life will have a Ralphie in my front yard.
So we've got
Yeah.
NBC Universal, we have the license to do the full size inflatables that look like Handmade by Robots figures. So, yeah. So Chucky, Michael Myers, you can have out there at Halloween. Just gotta get.
Whatever one she'll make, I'll buy it.
So we also have the license to do an 18-inch version, just like an inflatable one that you blow up with your mouth, and then so they can just sit in your room right behind you, Marisol. You can have Ghostface in the corner, and you can have
What?
and they'll look just exactly like the figures.
Sign me up. I'm here. I'm ready. Let's inflate
I
them.
like the potato. I'm thinking of moving to Idaho. Let's go Idaho. No, I will have all the inflatables. Like I saw that the picture of one from the thing. And I sent her. I asked her about it. I'm like, I want this. I put a post up, and it was weird how many people were jumped on. Like, yeah, this is a great idea. I want one. I want one. And I was like, I want a Ralphie because I have a 6-foot inflatable leg lamp. And
I don't have
want
it for
the
Warner
leg lamp next to Ralphie.
Don't get your hopes up. I do not have it for Warner Brothers.
That's
I
okay.
have it for NBC Universal, and I'm pretty sure Ghostface, but Ghostface for only the 18-inch version.
Well, that's fine.
Well, I'll take
I'll buy
all
them
the
all.
Ghostface.
Okay.
I'll buy every inflatable. I have inflatables for everything. I have an inflatable Fenway that goes out in the yard.
Oh my God! Of course you do. I love it.
Duh. I have to wait for my Yankees MLB one to come through. I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I'm sure that'll be in coming, because that Mets I love because it's like top market, first market MLB.
Well, Mets, like Mr. Met and Mrs. Met are like, wow. Like the Yankees are like obviously a huge deal in New York, right? But like we don't have a huge Yankees inflatable, like mascot. That's a funny thing, right? Because like the Yankees are so like rah-rah.
I will become the person that everyone hates every holiday because I have one for every holiday. I don't care if I have to like create like a turkey costume to put on whatever inflatable I can get. I will become that person. I will.
I'm right there with you.
Don't put up Christmas decorations because it's just me. But since Allison moved in, I'm like, okay, I'll try to be welcoming. So we put a Christmas tree up, and I went to Lowe's and bought way too much stuff. But I bought this like 24-inch blow molded penguin. We call him Pengy. He's still up. I love him so much. I don't care that it's he's still up in the corner.
If you love him, let me tell you something. Inflatables, if you love them, they will stay up all year. It doesn't matter. You can get rid of everything else. But yeah, there are certain inflatables that we have that we're like, maybe this just stays up all year.
These two are just going back and forth, back and forth. Mama J says they're not going to knit you a girlfriend.
I could barely make probably a baked potato for him because they're, I can't knit anything too big. So
baked potato blind box. I'm calling for it now.
Yep.
I love it with all the different baked potato versions.
Let's do it. Have Hot Topic hook you up with box lunch.
I do want to do. I will run that by the buyer, who's the DMM for. She does all the blind box stuff. I'll run by a baked potato blind box with her.
She'll love it. Tell her. She'll love it.
And so you can't see them in the box. Wrap them in foil like people do when they put them in the oven.
Yeah, wrap them in foil. Oh my God, she'll love it. She'll love it. It's done.
We can make them knitted because they're handmade by robots. I love it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and you don't need a license because it's a food.
Exactly. That makes me happy. All right. Well, I need to go soon. I just don't want to hog all my time either. I always feel like I'm just on here. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm only on here to talk to the two of you. So once you're done, we're done. I still have to pack and finish packing anyway for my flight tomorrow. So
does anyone have any questions in the chat? Because I probably haven't seen most of them. So if you guys have any questions that I need to answer, or Marisol needs to answer, or Brandy needs to answer, let me know. Ooh, 3 boxes.
They're made by robots, mystery boxes.
So we are in the process of working on, we've always talked about our fan club and the knitbots. Yeah, it hasn't quite off the ground yet, but we're working with someone to do a quarterly fan box that would have, maybe like you more than Brandy, you're fine. That's funny. That is a quarterly box that has a exclusive figure in it. So we're working on that. But yeah, the fan club will get there eventually.
whenever. You know me, I like to be fast on the click of ordering things.
Oh,
so.
you are. You were the very first Elvira order. I was like, I knew you'd be there right there, but I mean, literally, we posted it and like 30 seconds later, there's our first order. Oh, it's Brandy.
I had to get her, and then I saw the ones that are coming out for just the show. So I've already finagled into. As soon as I knew about the Mets one, I finagled Foxx. I'm like, you got to figure out a way to get me one of each one of them. And then I was like, okay, who do I know in the area where of these cons where I can try and get the Elvira and stuff? And I'm like, well, it's only a 6-hour drive to Chicago. Like, this is going through my brain. It's a 6-hour drive to Chicago. I'll take my mom, drop her off shopping, and then I'll just run to the con, get my figures. And
Plastic Empire. There's another exclusive Elvira coming out here shortly for another very somebody who's at a lot of cons. I just can't say their name because they haven't announced it yet. So.
All I have to say is, Mary, I love the fact that these bigger channels are picking up on you guys. I love the fact that these people who have been running exclusives of other companies are picking up on you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Makes us happy too. So we're, like I said, we're just trying to do the right thing. And I'm sure I'm going to screw it up, but
yeah,
a little bit here and there, but try to get back on course. So
you have a great team there. And like I said, Patrick has been an awesome addition to everything, but you always have us, all of us that you talk to on a regular basis, we'll all be there. So
I was just talking to someone today. I had lunch with someone today. And we were talking about that fan experience and how important it is and how you don't want to lose that. And we just talked about people just like you for 40 minutes. And actually I mentioned it. I said, I went on a YouTube show a year and change ago, and here, now we've been on more and more, but she's the first one to pick up and say, hey, will you be on my show? I'm like, sure.
Wow.
I don't know why, but okay.
Oh, and I only had 5 then, and now I'm at 100, almost 200. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Well, a lot of this other stuff is going, so it's fine. I'm making room for more Handmade by Robots.
Yay! Well,
sure.
If I treat it like you treat the boxes, I can just tear up the boxes anyway. I'll make more room anyway.
Funko is just a different animal, man. They're so big, and they make so much product, and they have every license possible, and they're in everywhere.
So much. You can just tear it up and throw it out.
Well, it's just, I feel like they've paved the way almost for somebody like us to come in, and people understand collectibles, and they get, but we want to be like Funko a while ago, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. You want to live in that Funko gray space that lives a while ago. Yeah, I hear you.
Like Funko pre-COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not that, like, I still like the sodas, and I'm not saying that I'm never ever going to buy one again. It's just my heart changed, especially after meeting Mary. My heart completely changed. Like, it was starting to be like, I really don't. I've bought way more Handmade by Robots in the past year than I have anything Funko product. And it's not that I don't like their decisions lately. I just think that it's gone way too corporate, and it's not as much fun when you can just walk out to any $5 discount store and pick them up now. It was more of a go out and hunt for it, and there were these exclusives in these different places, and it was only in these places, and now it's just not as much fun anymore.
No. Is that Eric asking about protectors?
Yeah.
So we have the protectors. I cannot figure how to ship them economically. And so if people order the figures and they want the protectors, we'll put them in the protectors if they DM me, and I'll do a draft order. But we just couldn't figure out. And then because to ship one, it costs like $5. I mean, just the cost of shipping a protector is $5, but the cost of the protector is what, $3.95. So it just didn't pencil that if somebody wanted to order protectors, it just didn't work out. And then we shipped it via USPS in a certain size box, and then of course all those like a rigid envelope, of course all those came back with postage due. So I don't know, I just took them off. I just took them off the site for now until somebody smarter than me can figure it out. Batman 66, those are going to be late Q3.
Can I don't know how big they are, Mary, but have you looked into like the comic book shippers? Would
I
would
think
that
that's
size work?
6 by, and we have to fold it up to fit in because they're kind of flat and big, and then you fold it down. It's like origami for Char to figure out how to get it in the box, and she hates doing them. So I don't know. I am in a pickle on protectors. Idea.
Caitlin asked about the Batman 66, and then Trent asked about trading cards.
Trading cards. I like this. Sell them in bulk. I do. Our master carton, I think, is 20, or the inner for those. I wouldn't know the first thing about trading cards, or what would I put on there? Are figures? I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're like is it Bob knows the best about, is it the Collective or something that came out? So then there were also blank ones where people could sketch their own or guest artists. Like there could be one that was like a Grail that Justin did, or one of the other artists did that they did, or even like some of these comic book people, they have drawn on these cards and then they get shipped out. So then you have the Grails and stuff, but it would be their take on your figures.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well, I hope that by the end of this year, I'm going to have a major announcement on a new person to assist me in running the business and the brand.
Cool.
Marisol's looking at me like, okay, I'm going to DM you later.
And we're both like,
Oh, yeah?
who's going to get their resume there first?
So
I can't wait to see what happens this year. I mean, we're, like I said, we're a little over a year now of knowing each other, and it's just been the ride has been amazing for all of 2022 of getting to see what you guys have done with it. And now I can't wait to see how much more exponential this grows over the next year.
Well, it's people like you, Brand. It's people like Marisol who've gotten behind the brand and talk. I mean, because you guys are you guys reach way more people than I think you think, that you do, because you're speaking from a collector's point of view. How authentic is that for you to come on and go, I love this figure, or for Marisol to unbox something and go, look at the shine on this thing. That is invaluable to us, because that's your real opinions and your real thoughts. So it's great. It's awesome. So thank you.
Absolutely. All right, ladies. Well, I got to get packing. So we're going to end this, but you don't pop off yet, because I'll show you guys what I'm doing.
Okay.
The custom one. But thank you guys so much. I'm going to be in Texas for the next couple of days for my aunt's wedding. I've already converted that whole side of the family to HMBR fans. They've already ordered them and have some in their shelves and stuff like that. So I will be back next week. I've got a couple of videos. I've got stuff backed up that I have to do videos on. So we will see you guys hopefully next week. I'll have a video back out. And Marisol, Mary, of course, thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. I do appreciate it. All right, everybody, you have a great night, and we will talk to you soon.